Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today, I am talking about Only Murders in the Building, season number 5, episode number 7, to episode number 10. And overall, I actually did enjoy the season a lot. I enjoyed these episodes. Now, I think this wasn't my favorite season so far because it was very very convoluted. A lot of things going on, and some things that introduced didn't go nowhere really, but it did end interesting as well. It had interesting characters in here, and I love that the guest stars they have in here. They have Keegan Michael Key in here, and I knew he was gonna be something had something important because he's a big he's a star, a comedic star. So I said he got used with something, but he ended up paying off. I did enjoy that, but it had other storylines going in here, and to just confuse you, to make you think a lot of misdirections, but didn't really go anywhere with them that much really. But it was interesting, but it was like, oh, okay. But I still have fun watching this show because it's the same thing each season. A murder happens in the building. You got Charles, you got Oliver and Mabel trying to figure out what's going on, figure out what happened. They stumble their way through a lot of different ways to help them find clues and stuff like that too. It's like this, but they end up solving the case in the end. But so it's that same formula each and every time. And I've said it multiple times. Like how can murders can happen in the building? It makes no freaking sense at all. And the show, and the thing is, which I think it's kind of funny. The show points that out a lot of times and makes fun of it too. And so it kind of addresses that at the same time, still following the same format that it always follows at the same time. I thought the introduction of certain characters like Logan Lerman, Christoph Waltz, and Renee Zellweger was like very fun to watch on here as well. And also you have characters like Bobby Cannavale and Tia Leone. I thought they did a great job here. They do a great job introducing like characters in here, or maybe just one-off characters for the show. I really have fun watching them. Like Christoph Waltz is this guy who they don't know. The gag with him is that nobody knows how old he is, and they know he's old. And he's been around for a long time, and the references that he brings up, there's like, how old are you? Then you see him. He has a son. You know, is that his son or his great grandson? Were you alive during World War One? What, or were you here during the down? How old are you? And he want to allude to it, and you get an understanding of where he comes from as well. So it did kind of pay off a little bit as well. So I did enjoy that, and then like Logan Lerman, who's like a young rich billionaire, and it looked like they might have a love situation going on with him and Mabel, but that didn't really go anywhere with that. Yeah, Mabel's love stories. They seem to have one like each time, almost like each season. Actually like fall in love with somebody else. One I think was the camera guy. The one other time that didn't work out. One was that woman, that girl who's like who's an artist. I didn't really go nowhere with that. And here it looked like it was something that's about to start, but they said no, you're not doing that. But she was like open to it, but not quite. They were kind of going back and forth with that situation. And then also with Charles, we get more of an insight of him, or why he's attracted to all these women who happen to be like kind of like psychos, and you get more of his backstory on his life. It's like, oh, that explains a whole lot. Like, wow, you are really messed up. That explains a lot with you. Oh my gosh. And it all goes back to his relationship he had with his mom. He was just, yep, yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that really just checks out a lot. And also having Meryl Streep on the show, which is like something I never thought I'd see, but her acting performance has always been great. Even though they don't show her that much, when she is on the screen, she does an amazing job. She pretty much like steals the show. Every time she shows up, you can't wait to see what she's gonna do. How long she's gonna be here. And every time she goes away, you're like, oh, you miss her. It's like, oh, why should you come back? Because she's married to Oliver, but she's never really with Oliver, and then they finally are together. You know the chemistry with each other, and then she's gone again. I guess though she's Meryl Streep. She got to do other things, so I guess she'll come back when she feels like it. So that's that. Yeah. But and you also have Mabel and her relationship she has with her friend her friend Thea, who she became a pop star singer, and then Mabel is still struggling to find herself and stuff as well. And also all the other side characters in here, I really enjoyed the performances here. Like you got Howard, who played by Michael Creighton, and I really enjoyed his performance in here as well too. And then he also had a weird like love story with a robot, which is like insane. I like how they pointed it out in here too, how weird it is as well. Even, but it's funny at the same. It's like it's funny and creepy at the same time. People just like, what is happening right now? Like this, why is this happening? I don't know, or how this even started. And then, but then you get an idea of who he is too when he explains what's going on. You just like, oh man, I actually kind of feel sorry for you. So some things that they do in here pay off. But even though you don't know where it's going with this or why is this happening, but then it does pay off. And the other things happen, just get set up, and it doesn't really go anywhere. It is what it is. But I still have fun watching this show, even though you kind of the performance repeated a lot of times, but it's entertaining to watch. Because people just like how they keep this thing going. Like what else are they gonna do? Even how it ends this season, even this, it's so stupid. It kind of comes full circle because the person who inspired him to make their own podcast themselves, something happens to them, and then they're rushing to get to the building so they can die, but at the same time they didn't quite make it, and then they die somewhat technically in front of the building, but not in the building, and so they're debating on like, well, it could be in, it could not be out, and then they come back to life for a second so they can move their hand so they can cross the finish line, and that makes no freaking sense. That is so stupid. But at the same time, like whatever, like what? This is so dumb. But but, even though it was stupid, I still did enjoy it at the same time. This show finds a way of balancing between the silly and the absurd to actually something that's actually very touching and very smart and very at the same time. That can be funny and make you laugh, but at the same time it can be very, very ridiculous. It's very stupid. I just what? That makes no sense at all. But at the same time, it makes you you love the characters too, even though they can be very ridiculous. And so all of it like okay, whatever. And sometimes it makes no sense at all. But the way it's performed, the way it's demonstrated, the way it's shown to you, you can just go along with it. Like, you know what? I'm having a good time. I love these people. I love these characters. Let's just do it. I don't care how silly it is. Let's just go. And so I really do enjoy this show a whole lot. I'm actually looking forward to the next season just to see this how crazy it's going to be, and who else might appear in the show as well. So I highly recommend the show. If you want to check it out, it's still kind of funny and kind of that's a little silly, but you can have fun watching the show. And I really you really do fall in love with the main crew and the main cast, because it doesn't make no sense that Selena Gomez is with these old people, but at the same Maple's with these old people, but at the same time it works perfectly too. And sometimes Mabel seems to act just as old as them. Like that, like how old are you? Like that. So it all works out a lot of times. Because even in this season, they try to make her like work with people her own age, or talk to women, and she didn't know what to do or how to relate or interact with them at all. She spent most of the time talking to old guys all day long. So she's having a hard time struggling to find love and find her place and find out who she is. Hopefully, they can end up turning that around as well too. Because every time I thought she thought she was things are going in a certain direction, she kind of goes back to how she started off again, which is kind of sad in a way. I mean, yes, she has moved forward. She does have her own apartment, but at the same time, I'm not sure she's paying for that. I think she's just squatting in there and just staying there. I don't know. But either who, I'm enjoying the show. I give this season a grade. I think I'll give it like a C plus, but I still had fun watching it. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this season of Only Murders in the Building. These episodes right here. If you haven't watched it, so check it out for yourself. Hopefully you're watching, you will enjoy having watching it too. So give my channel hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. Also, links down below. Connect my social media. You want to follow me there in all those places. Also to my store, both of the shirts, socks, and also whatnot. See some stuff, bottom stuff. I really appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of a life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.